Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, and what a magnificent sight and sound. And you'll notice a slightly different growl from that particular engine, because this is a Griffon engine, Spitfire, and essentially designed in answer to a Royal Naval specification for an engine capable of generating good power at low altitudes. Obviously adapted from the Spitfire design itself, and all the work that Joe Smith put in after he took over the Supermarine design team, thinking this addition of a more developed Rolls Royce engine would be a second power string for the Spitfire. First of the Griffon engines, Spitfires actually flew as early as 1941, but it was this particular mark that I suspect really sealed their name. Never produced in large numbers, such as the Merlin engine variants, but they're an important part of the Spitfire family, and of course their later versions kept the Spitfire at the forefront of piston engine fighter development. This particular aircraft, Papa Sierra 853, an unarmed high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft, one of a batch of 79 Mark 19s built at Supermarine in Southampton. Powered by a 2,000 horsepower Griffon 65 or 66. Aircraft you see here in front of you today represents the pinnacle of Spitfire's development in terms of speed and altitude capability, with a top speed of 446 miles an hour and a ceiling of 42,000 feet. This aircraft was delivered to the Central Photographic Reconnaissance Unit at Royal Air Force Benson in January 1945, before then moving on up to Belgium and Holland. It was engaged on active service with 16 Squadron, and it participated right up until the end of the war in Operation Crossbow to detect V1 and V2 Vengeance weapon launch sites. So it's been there right at the sharp end. It remained on duty in Germany until 1946, when it was returned to the UK and placed in storage until being resurrected as one of several Mark 19s, selected conversion, I should say, to conduct meteorological research, known as the temperature and humidity of the upper air masses, a thumb flight. This particular aircraft performed the last ever Spitfire thumb sortie on the 10th of June 1957, and alongside its sister aircraft was retired into ceremonial and display duties to form the crux of the Royal Air Force's historic aircraft flight. That's very historic aircraft flight, of course, was the forerunner of what we now today seen and saw again with Spitfire today, the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, now based at Royal Air Force Coningsby. It was in 1996 that Rolls Royce bought the aircraft to replace the original Spitfire that it owned, a Mark 14, re-registered as Golf Romeo Romeo Golf November, painted in as number Charlie of number 16 Photographic Reconnaissance Squadron, the 2nd Tactical Air Force. The markings worn between January and June 1945. And there, just catching me out, he rolled into that, so I was hoping we might get another pass, but Graham easing it up to slightly higher levels to make his way back.